What's up, America? What's up, bro? I think you know where I'm at. I think you know what I may or may not be doing, or maybe you don't. Maybe I'm not. Maybe I'm just sitting down with the toilet lid closed and just chilling, bro, in the bathroom. Maybe that's what I'm doing. And if I was, bro, and I look, ooh, bro. If I was at my house, bro, it wouldn't look nothing like that, bro. Look at this, bro. This is what you get on Craigslist, bro. Look at that. Now, I ain't gonna lie, whatever plumber used the masking tape, he knew what he was doing, bro. Cause I ain't gonna show you, but let's just say you can use that thing better than some properly installed shower heads. But I don't know. I thought I'd just drop in and in this nice scenario and setting, regardless of what may or may not be happening below the waistline in this particular room. That Gustavo sounds well all I recorded in most of his tracks in. But they wondering. Basically, I digress to say they've been wondering. Mainly Outcasts been wondering why I go around, I take big old doo-doo poo-poos on everything, like the system and all the liars and the dirty, rotten pyramid schemers and the ones who stab people in the back and then act like they ain't stab nobody in the back so that they best friend could be like a really good entertainer or something. And then somebody went to Lincoln's Park, and when they went to Lincoln's Park, Chester was like, bro, I feel like something might be happening and I can't. And then out of the dirt, Kurt Cobain was like, basically he just walked right up to Chester and he was like, yo, he said two things. He said, one, I'd rather be hated for who I am than loved for who I'm not. And then he looked him dead in the eyes and said, just because you're paranoid doesn't mean they're not watching. Who? That's an interesting thought. God, first and foremost, which is the most important thing. If you want to know the most important person of who's watching, the all-seeing eye is God. And even if, let's just say, some ninja brigade from Batman Begins decided to Liam Neeson the train into and out of extracurricular activities that weren't leading Gotham in the right direction, well, let's just say Batman didn't kill Neeson, but he, well, didn't save him either. But the most important thing about that is to understand that Joker was left alive even if he did die. And he does, and let's just be honest, he crawls out of Bane's hole with a whole newfound purpose and in combat style and grit and tenacity, which is probably has something to do with why he's such an American hustler. And, you know, new Oscar from, a young age. And so who knows which way everything goes and why each thing goes up or down. And like I said, Outcast is wondering why my doo-doo poo-poo stink smells so good, because apparently Devil Boy's doo-doo doesn't stink. It's like a flower that is designed for the smell, not for just some weird, like you have a tulip, right? It's beautiful, and so is the acronym that goes with Reformed theology, properly understood in its context. But a tulip is for, sight. It's not for smell. But then you have a flower that's for smell. And when it comes to smell, I'm talking fragrance that I lift up to the Lord, and when he wafts it like a good chemist, right? A good chemist doesn't inhale right in the nose. They are taught, like Miss Yates tells us in Denham Springs High School, to waft it, right? I mean, if it's something waffable, of course, you don't want to waft in anything that might, but I say all that to say, chasing after righteousness and living in purity and being free from afflictions and addictions and curses that used to bound me. I invite all of you to come feel it. I invite all of you to have cleaned out your soul, the soul of your temple, cleaned out your temple so much so that when it comes to what else to clean out, it becomes more difficult. because there's not anything more. There's not glaring coffee spills on the floor and donut sprinkles that you shouldn't have been bringing into Sunday school, bro. You should have ate that in the break room. Unless they was like, it's okay, you eat donuts in here. Unless you feeling froggy, then if you feeling real froggy, take you like a bowl of soup into the auditorium, bro. And just be eating like ramen up. No, and don't do that. Do not disrupt the assembly. That was a joke. Don't disrupt the assembly, bro. Not even Devil Boy disrupts the assembly, dude. Maybe other places accidentally. I don't know. I heard about it, Googled about it, thought about it, dreamed about it. But what I'm doing for a living, well, like I said, bro, what am I doing, bro? I mean, I work 18 hours a week, bro. I'm making $12.50, bro. Killing it, bro. Nah, but for real though, take that pay cut. Don't be afraid to go in debt a little bit, even if you got kids, because a lot of you are working a 9 to 5 and you're sick and you don't know it. You don't know it, and that might mean it's something as simple as starting your own business and whatever trade you're skilled in. It may mean you're a singer, you're a performer, and you just had no idea because you listen to Jiminy's Enemy tell you how to think, live, and breathe. Ladies and gentlemen, I didn't believe I could sing until 28. Never even sang in front of someone. And humbly I say, I can sing. And I didn't believe it until 4 or 5 years ago. So I wrap all that up to say this. I know you like to think your don't stink, but lean a little bit closer. See, roses really smell like poo poo poo. Poo poo poo. I got a golden calculator to divide the time it took to look inside and realize that I'm the guy for Elia. I know you like to think your don't stink, but lean a little bit closer. See, roses really smell like poo poo poo. Boom boom boom.